Hello there. What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about all of the cool stuff that came out of this mini extravaganza of this past weekend for X-Wing. We're going to be talking about the Razor Crest. We're going to be talking about the new huge ship coming for the Separatists and Scum, and all of the points that just dropped for the Squadron packs, which are to be out this week. Hopefully, depending on where you're at. Sometimes there is distro issues. We're going to talk about all of that. Also, if you haven't already, thanks to Luxury Playstyle for sponsoring this video. Check out luxuryplaystyle.com. They have amazing tokens. I talk about them all the time, and I do so for good reason because they are fantastic. You're going to save 15% with code Crabbok VIP, and also if you use that code on orders of $35 or higher, you're going to get a free lightsaber nunchucks token. You can use that to mark critical hits with the C side or flip it over for the 5 side for marking high damage content. You can use this in just about any games you play. I use them in all of my games, but definitely check out luxuryplaystyle.com. All right, so real big news, and while we don't have much about it, the Mandalorian content has certainly been teased for a while, but now we got our first piece of art. The Razor Crest is coming to X-Wing. It's stated as being pretty far out. They did say that it takes a lot longer to develop an expansion than it does just to simply get the artwork for it, so that kind of was a hint as this is about as far as they've gotten, is just getting this art, which is a strange considering how much time they've had to work on it, that they're hinting that this is as far as they've gotten. I'm willing to bet they've gotten a little bit farther than this. My guess right now is that they've at least got the early concept work done, and it probably still needs to go through playtesting. And considering the hiccup in events that went from switching from Fantasy Flight to Atomic Mass games, a lot of that process was interrupted. My guessing is a lot of the devs that were working on this were people that weren't retained and kept over, and AMG wasn't able to rehire, so they probably have to either start from the ground up or maybe just try to continue off of someone else's notes. And, for whatever reason, they did certainly indicate that it's going to be a long time until this actually does show up. So don't be looking for preview articles for this anytime soon. But they did want to kind of whet our appetites, and whet that they did. It's going to be pretty exciting because I think you're probably going to get a lot of the particular crew and recurring cast members that we did see in The Mandalorian, and of course I do think you're going to get Baby Yoda, aka Grogu. I think you're going to see him as a crew. I don't think he'll be a pilot though, but I think he'll be a crew, and I think Mando will be a pretty good. I think Mando will be a pilot and a crew. I think you'll be able to get Mando as a crew as well. The big question that I've got is he just going to be Scum? I feel like he probably will, but what if he was dual faction? What if they made him also available for the Rebels? Right? I mean, I don't think that there's really enough. Let me know in the comments section. By the way, there's a new round of the giveaway going right now for a $25 Amazon gift card. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you think that there's a chance of making him dual faction? And if so, why? Or do you think that it makes a lot more sense just to make him strictly Scum? I'd love to hear about it. Oh, by the way, there's definitely another Scum ship shooting him down. This one was like you really couldn't even get any good clean shots of it. Looked a lot like a Z95, but at the time of this episode that this was taken from, there really wasn't much on that other ship. I'm sure there probably is something now, but my guess is this will not be the last time we get content from The Mandalorian in X-Wing or in our other games. I know Legion is really hard up for Mandalorian content too, because that game or that show seemed like a lot of the Star Wars stuff is a lot more ground focused. I really want more space focused Star Wars, right? I really want to go back to the stars in Star Wars, and hopefully within the next couple of years, we'll have a lot more of that, because it looks like there could be a lot more space combat stuff in our future. So it's really exciting that now all this stuff is finally hitting our tabletop. Speaking of other cool stuff hitting our tabletop, how about this awesome Trident Class assault ship? This Separatists are getting a huge ship. And, dude, this is cool. This is really, really cool. It's actually a dual faction ship. The Trident Class assault ship is coming to our to X-Wing, to our tabletops, and it's gonna have movable legs. It's beautiful. It's gonna have rear guns. The tractor tentacles are gonna be able to shoot. It's gonna fly kind of forward with the pointy end forward, but it wants to attach to ships with with its legs. So it's gonna have some kind of rear type of gun as well. And so I can't wait to get more on this, but this is still pretty early. We did get a look at the 2 different ship cards, which is going to be dual faction for both Scum and Separatists. And also we got a little bit of a look at the AI deck that's going to be coming with it. That is going to allow you to sort of play against one of these with a friend against an AI. And so I really like the whole AI deck thing. That's kind of why I make a lot of AI decks for a lot of games. I made AI for Legion and for Armada. I hadn't done one for X-Wing yet because FFG was kind of starting to work on that. But I don't know. Maybe I will someday. Maybe it would make sense to do kind of an X-Wing AI deck. So that's all cool stuff. We also got some previews of all of the stuff that's coming out in the Squadron packs, and all of that stuff is going to be out this week. We also have points. So let's jump over and look at some of these points, because we've got a lot of stuff to look at. So if we look over here, we're going to see we got all of the points, and a lot of this stuff that's coming out right now. Hera in a B-Wing. Not hyperspace legal. So 55 points for Hera. She's not hyperspace legal. That's surprising to me that we're getting brand new stuff. Usually, and let me know if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure, as far as memory goes, everything that comes out, at least when it's brand new, has been hyperspace legal so far. Am I missing something? But this is interesting. And then, of course, Netram Pollard down here is the other B-Wing. He's coming in at 46 points. And he is also not hyperspace legal. We'll scroll down. I like how they're color coding everything too. And of course, we do have the new keywords too. So Spectre being one of the new keywords for list building, which is pretty cool. As we scroll down a little bit more, we've got our new A-Wings. They are all A-Wings. And Ahsoka, while she does not have the Jedi keyword, she is light side. Because she's no Jedi. Yes, of course. Right. Okay, but yeah, 49 points for Ahsoka. Hera in the A-Wing is legal for both hyperspace and extended. Of course, I think everything in here is going to be extended legal. Hera is 42 points in the A-Wing. We've got Sabine, who is a Mandalorian. Not a Spectre, by the way. Why wouldn't Sabine be also a Spectre? That is strange to me, but she's at 37 points. We've got Wedge at 35 points, and we've got Shara at 32. We've got Hobby, or Derek Killivian at 30. And then look at that, Green Squadron and Gold Phoenix Squadron phase out of hyperspace at 30 and 28 respectively. All right, scrolling down some more, I think we have some titles in here. We've got Vectored Cannons is only going to be 1 point for the A-Wing, which is worth noting. And then Sabine Gunner is going to be 2 points, and Hopeful is going to be 1 point. And the B6 Blade Wing prototype, which adds that gunner, is going to be at 2 points. So not terribly expensive. And then the Moldy Crow title is, I thought this was already in the game. But either way, it's now hyperspace legal at 16 points. Looking at the Empire, because they got some stuff too, you're going to see Vader's point cost. And I think we already talked about this. Vader in the Defender comes in at 115 points. 115. That's massive. And yes, and he also doesn't get the sensor upgrade too, by the way. Whereas all the other guys get sensors. Vader's not. He's not using his sensors. He doesn't get a talent, of course, but he doesn't get sensors either. And he's not hyperspace legal. And he's Dark Side Sith and TIE in that. And then Volt Scarus is down to 82 points. We also have our cheaper Captain Dobbs only at 75 points. Again, also not hyperspace legal. And when we go down to our interceptors, a lot of the new interceptors are legal now. So I guess we've had a major phasing in and out. So Suntir Fel is now hyperspace legal. Hask is in at 48 points. Cyana Ree at 48 points. Volt Scaris is 46 points in the interceptor. Commander Garan 43 points. Turfanier, I think he's already there, but he's now hyperspace legal. The Saber Squadron Ace is now out. Lieutenant Laurier is going to be at 41 points. Nash Windrider is only 40 points. And then the Alderanian, or the Alpha Squadron pilot is out as well. They don't want you to kind of swarm interceptors in hyperspace right now. As we scroll down a little bit more, what else do we have in here? We have a few other things. We got the TIE Defender Elite configuration, which is hyperspace legal. We're going to have Protectorate Gleb, which is one of the new crew that has been kind of spoiled on social media a little bit, and that is going to be only a 2-point Imperial or First Order or Scum crew. And then Disciplined, which is only 1 point. And this is one of the new talents. Like all three factions kind of got that new 1-point talent. And then the Interloper Turn is going to be a 1-point talent. All right, moving over to Scum, we've got our Y-wing pilots. They are, again, a lot of this no hyperspace using, right? So Lee Mackay, 40 points. Arlise Hadrassian, 39, and then Padrick at 36. And I think these are all from Bloodlines. We got the Amaxian Warriors, which are legal, and of course they have the tech in there, and you can see the big difference here. If I zoom in, we can see which ones have tech. The new ones have tech, the old ones do not. And there we go. Let's get that a little bit better, easier to read there. All right. There we go. Okay, well, that's better. All right, so the Amaxian Warriors are 33, and then the Janata Security Officer is 31. We scroll down a little bit more. We've got our new HWKs. Kanan is a light side and a Jedi, the first light side Jedi for the for Scum and Villainy, and he is he's 42 points. And then as we go over to Palob's coming back in. Tepusk is going to be only at 36 points. All these guys are now hyperspace legal. Gamut Key, 34. And Dace, I think we already had Dace also at 31. Contracted Scout is going to loses hyperspace, even though that's not one of the new things. And then a couple other things fall out of hyperspace in a couple of the M3A pilots. Let's see, what else did we lose? What ship is this? The regular TIE fighters had a couple of changes there, and then the YV666 has had a lot of changes in Scum, and Z95's changes too. Then some other changes. So I'll let you guys. I'll put links. You can get all these on FantasyFlight.com. If you go to the X-Wing section, I'll put a link to there, and you can check out all the different rules. And of course, the Moldy Crow also for Scum. Back to hyperspace legal. Last one I want to show you is while we did get an update to the huge ships point cost, the new Trident class is not in here. So the only thing that's actually updated in here is the title for the B-wing, because the B-wing in the Rebel kit has a new. Here it is, the B6 Blade Wing prototype. It is a 12-point title if you're using the Epic version for Epic Play. So that's pretty cool. And of course, that's not legal in any of the other forms, but this is good for Epic Play, and it'd be good for just fun games if you want to have that super weapon on the B-wing. I love that they did that. So that is pretty cool. All right, guys, so that's just a quick rundown of all the new stuff, all the big changes. Again, I'll put a link in the description below so you can check those out. check out the other links that are in the description below too. We've got links to Patreon if you're interested in supporting the channel that way. If not, we got social media, Crabbok.com, a lot of free resources on there for a lot of different games, and also Discord, another free resource. A lot of good communities on Discord. We're very family friendly. We've got communities for X-Wing, Legion, Armada, and other games as well. So if you haven't already, hop in Discord, say hi, join the community in there. We would love to have you. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Big thanks to my patrons for continuing to support the channel. Thank you so much for your continued support. I couldn't do this without you, so thank you for that. I will talk to you guys soon, and as always, have a great day.